Yo, what's up? I'm LOTRO tonight. Just jumping on my Hobbit. Pick up where I left off in Evendim. Yo, I really need to finish Evendim. I feel I've been doing I've done like six Evendim streams now. It's a big map, man. It's a long map. Alright, we're doing stuff for the Blue Lady last time. Let's pick that up. Let's see, we talked to her already, right? So let's see. Oh yeah, she wants us to do restore these statues in Elendil on Til Ruinen. Alright. Yeah, we're going back there again. We were there many streams ago. many streams ago. That crazy old lore master dude, Humphrey Rumming. Talking about the salamanders and shit. They want me to go back. Now let's see, how does it actually complete quest corrupted statue? Now how does it actually track this? That's the question. What's up, dude? What are you? What is this guy? It doesn't tell you what class people are? I'm so curious. What is this dude? Subscriber buffs. No idea. No idea. That's like a very Tom Bombadil motherfucker. Just pop out of nowhere, do some weird shit, run off. Alright. Yeah, so I don't know how it wants me to do this. It's your friend to the kings of... Okay, so this is where the quests are. There's one up here where these int dudes... This int dude was, and then there's one over here in Astathrad or whatever it's called. I can't see the name. I don't think I ever updated my milestone. So it has me in here. That's probably going to be faster than going all the way, running all the way up. Go from here up to this place. I'm so excited. I'm leaving on my vacation tomorrow. My flight leaves out tomorrow afternoon. So I'm pretty psyched. I still gotta do some like last minute packing and stuffs. But it'll be fun. I'm like a pretty light packer, just like the necessity, well, not the necessities, but just like the bare basics. I'm bringing my Switch. I'm also bringing my DS, although I don't know if I'll actually play it. Just because I've been playing through Ocarina of Time very slow. I mean, I'm not really actively playing it. I'll see if I make any progress on my trip playing it. Yeah, I've literally just got my Switch, my DS, and like I'm bringing Sandman actually am bringing more than I need to bring. But I'd rather make sure I have enough to do when you're like the hotel or on the plane, especially on the plane. I'm bringing like one book that I probably won't read. I'm bringing Sandman, which I may or may not read. I'm bringing my DS and I'm bringing my Switch. And I'm bringing a sketchbook in case I want to draw. And that's about it. But usually what happens, like, is, yeah, I mean, outside of being on the plane, like, I probably won't have time to do any of that stuff. Like, me and my wife will make, like, little, like, smaller trips. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, bring my Switch. And then I don't play it. Because, yeah, you're traveling and you're, like, doing stuff. You're not, you know. I mean, our like, itinerary is basically completely booked up every day. It'd be, like, nights in the hotel. Maybe. But it's a long fucking plane ride, so if nothing else, it's probably not actually too much to bring, but I think last time on the way there I slept the whole time and I didn't do anything, and then on the way back I was much more... I couldn't sleep on the way home, so... But it's a long fucking flight. I'm going to Asia. It's like 12. It's like 13 hours, and then like, you know, it's fucking like, you know, it's like, it's basically like going to Thailand is basically like 2 full days at the airport. Like from the time, you know, obviously not on the plane, but like from the time you get to the airport until the time that you get to where you're going is like over 2 days sometimes. So it's like, you know, it take like 2 weeks off. It's like we actually only get like, you get less than that. I think I actually am this time getting like 15 total days, but alright, this is not what I'm doing, but what the fuck am I doing? Sorry, brief distraction. Here we go, Lost Statue. Roventa, I had not thought to see you again so soon, but I'm glad indeed to have been mistaken. In point of fact, it seems that a fortuitous wind has brought you here to me on this day, for I have good news. I have finished remaking the statue of Elendil you brought to me in pieces. You say you know that whence this statue came. How wonderful. You would do well to return to its I cannot talk. You will do well to return it to its rightful place, Rivendell. I will give you the statue and trust you to bring it to the pedestal on which it once stood. Alright, that's easy. Now, maybe that's what I was talking about last time, having already done some of the quests up to it. It makes the job a little easier. Otherwise, I'd probably have to do that. Yo, what's up, Master Pokemon? Alright, and then we gotta go to Emmanuel. Now, see, maybe I can go down to Tenadir and fast travel. I don't want to fucking... This map is a pain. I remember, like, that first fucking stream I did in Till Ruinen. I literally, like, swam back and forth every fucking time, not knowing there was a boat. Fine, how are you? I'm good, man. I'm excited for my trip. I'm going to Thailand and Japan. Gonna go see the fam, and then I'm gonna go spend about 10 days in Japan with my wife. Very excited, and it's a much needed break from work. I am worn out. Yeah, it will be fun. I'm very excited. Leaving tomorrow. You know, I was just looking into like stuff about doing Twitch stream reruns, but I don't think it's something I'm able to do right now. Maybe it's one of those things that's locked behind being like a affiliate or something. I was looking at doing that because I was like, well, maybe that's something I can do when I'm gone, is run reruns. Or the fact that I want to do stream twice a week, but I'm not usually in the mood to do it. Run reruns. But yeah, I'm not gonna be here for 2 weeks, so I will be back on, I think, like 26th or something like that. Will be my next stream after tonight. I was gonna do some art, but as usual, I just don't. I just haven't been in the mindset to do it. And today I'm tired, so I just wanna. I was out with my friends tonight, and just like, cause you know I'm gonna be gone, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll send you off to your vacation. And I got home kind of late, and you know, just have a chill stream doing LOTRO. Let's see, we gotta put some stuff in here. Pull some stuff in here. Don't worry about it now. I'll get started on time. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying not to, you know, put any pressure on myself. It's just like, I'm just doing this for fun, you know. If it turns into something, you know, that's great. But this stream stuff is just, you know, just for fun right now. Not worried too much about it beyond that. Stream what I want to stream. Do what I want to do. Alright. Let's get going. Oh, I have this fucking leather. Wait, hold up. I have this hide in my bag. Actually, let me put these. I'm gonna put these recipes in my vault too.
What do you need?
Okay, I have 2 of those. Hold on. Can I? No. How do I split stack again? There we go. Get rid of the other one. Put that in there. Put shit in my vault.
How can I be of
Sorry for the busy work. Just want to make my inventory as clear as possible for this. Always overflowing. Oh, and let me sell this stupid recipe that I don't need.
How can I be of service?
How can I be of service? Where'd it go? Alright, let's get it. Let's go get it. Where are you, Mr. Boatman? There's supposed to be a Mr. Boatman here. Am I forgetting something? Where's Mr. Boatman? Mr. Boatman. There's supposed to be a boatman here. Dockmaster. Oh, yeah, it's down there. How did my shit get turned off? Alright. Should have had a boatman. Should have had a boatman. Alright, not so ruining yet. First go to Eve Spires. Boatman. Longbow. Isn't that you? This guy. It is well that you could join us here, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. Greetings, good hobbit. Are you well out of your way? You have come from Gwyndeath. She does not often pass the waterfall that covers the entrance of her home, but I have seen her beneath the trees now and then. I know, too, of the great respect she bore for the kings of Enumenos, and that they bore for her. It is said that the last king of the city asked her to raise the waters of Nenuel over the walls, but I do not know why he would ask such a thing. Oh, you seek a draught that may cleanse the stone of the corruption of the salamanders. I can give such a draught to you. Take it to Til Ruinen and use it to restore the statue of which you speak. I have no need of thanks. It is enough to have a refreshingly brief conversation with someone new. Longbow is slow of speech in the nature of his kind, and Ergiel does not have the patience she once had for him. I don't know, I'm doing this voice for him. Let's go. That was not at all like the voice of a... Da 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 da, Til Ruinen. Til Ruinen. Actually, I don't really like this hood. Sick. It is overly brown, that hood. Or orange. Alright, one done. Killed all those fuckers last time. Oh, they're chasing me! They're chasing me! Oh my god, they're chasing me! You get away? Cool. No, it just oxidized, man. It's fine. Oh, there we go. All clean. Just looked like oxidized copper. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Where we go? Back to the Lady of the Lake. It wouldn't be an MMO if I wasn't jumping out of the water. Jumping. Jumping. Even in the water, jumping. My violin on my back. Actually, this is how I felt today at work. It was like pouring down fucking rain. I actually got lucky though. It was only like the first like half hour of my route was like coming down in droves. I got drenched, man. And I forgot I had my jacket. Like I brought my, this morning I asked my wife, I'm like, she packed my my like light raincoat in the bags already. And I was like, oh okay. She was like, oh, you have your shell, which is like a heavier one. It's more waterproof. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then she gave me that one. She gave me the light rain jacket, and I brought it with me. And then first I was like, I thought when I was like raining out, I was going out, heading out, like that I had forgotten the better one, the more waterproof one. And then by the time then like later on when it was too late, I'd already gotten drenched. I was like, oh, it was literally in my vehicle. Like I could have used it. I don't always have like the best discernment. I forget stuff. I like decide I shouldn't bring something instead of bringing it. You should just always, if you think you're gonna need something, just always bring it. But I just don't have the best. Yeah, like take like a 50-50 decision. You take like a 50-50 decision, I never make the right call. But the thing is, I actually fucking had it. I just forgot it. I just forgot I had it. Oh my god. I mean, it's fine. It's just rain. Like, you don't melt like the Wicked Witch of the West, but... Rushing Dale. Taking your time, Dale. No, that's what my mom would always say whenever it was raining. She's like, you're not gonna melt. Excuse me. Let's talk to the blue alien lady. I am the caretaker of Nanuel. Do not disturb his peace. You have restored both statues of Fair Elendil, messenger. I am pleased with your doings. Perhaps Aragorn, son of Arathorn, chose well when he sent you to me with his request. Callan Glad spoke well of you, and he has always been true. I was always a friend to the kings of old, and I will not betray the trust they placed in me or the respect they bore me. There is one final test, messenger. If you are able to meet my last request, I will allow you access to the tomb of Elendil in the Silithar. Surely the Lord of the Dunedain has prepared you for this test. If he has not, it must be that he has learned nothing since I saw him, and I will not surrender the Silithar to you. Listen well, messenger. Elendil never returned from the wars to which he marched in the south, but the Silithar came by various keepers of Elendil his heir, who placed it in the deepest chamber of the tomb. I wished often that the body of Elendil might be brought to rest in Annuminas, but it was not to be. When the Dunedain abandoned the city, the Amleth spoke to me as the kings were wont to do. Gwyndeth, he said, how long have you aided the line of kings descended unbroken from the noble Elendil? Your counsel is true, and the respect we bear for you unquenchable. I fear that Anor cannot stand divided. There are too few of us left to hold Annuminas. We will move the people to Fornost in the east, and I hope we can survive the dangerous days that lie before us. It is said you have the gift of foresight. I beseech you, Gwyndeth, to give me an answer. Will Anor survive the days ahead? I will tell you... Okay, I don't even know whose voice this is at this point. Okay, anyway. I'll tell you the rest of the table. If you're able to satisfy my final demand, the demand that Aragorn could not, I ask you to give me that which I value most. If you cannot, the Silithar will remain forever out of your reach, and out of the reach of the Aragorn, son of Arathorn. So what does she want me to do? She wished that the body of Elendil might be brought to rest. The fuck? This is like a trick. The task that Aragorn was unable to complete 70 years before, to give her that which she values most. Can I see again what she said? She wants his body to rest, and she wants Arnor to survive. I don't. Was what? I mean, I assume what the king was talking about was fucking. All right, I don't believe it's in here, but oh, you can fish in here. No, you guys don't want to see me fish. All right, let's just. Okay. Let's not be distracted. I'm very distractible. Dude, I have no idea what she wants. I'm gonna leave here and then... Oops. Yeah. Oh, you know the other mission, you know the other quest I never solved? This one. Last treasure. Over 15 levels ago. 15 levels ago. I think I had to look that one up. It's supposed to be on like Weathertop somewhere. But I haven't got a chance to go back and do it. Yeah, of course I have no idea. These puzzles, man, I always feel like a chump though. I don't want to look it up. I always end up looking this stuff up. I like slave for hours trying to like figure it out. And usually whenever I'm doing a puzzle that I can't figure out in a game, I end up looking up. It's always like the stupidest thing that was like right in front of me. I think I just like overthink shit. It's always like something dumb. It's gotta be something in here. I'm sure I'm overthinking it. These things are always like trick question crap, right? Like it's always something that's like right in front of you. I'm just gonna end up Googling it and then feel like an idiot when it's something really, really obvious. Yo, Mr. Dwarven Tom Bombadil, do you have an answer for me? Watch, she really just wants me to like fish for her. She wants me to catch a fish because she doesn't have arms to use a fishing rod. Oh, did I do the wrong one? I did the wrong one. I know this is not it. I just have no idea and I don't want to look it up. 1 second. I gotta clear my brain with fishing. Is that frog? Oh, that's a... Dude, you know, every single game that ever existed in the history of ever is a... Oh, it's just weeds. Has fishing now. If you load up GTA 5, it has fishing. If you play, if you play Pokemon Emerald, which came out over, like, 20 years ago... No, not over 20 years ago. Probably about... Is that over? Anyway, even though the game came out like that long ago, they added fishing. I don't even remember how to do this correctly. What am I doing? You failed to catch anything. I don't even remember how to correctly fish in this game. Every single game in existence has a fishing mechanic, and in every single game that has a fishing mechanic, it's different. It works differently. I think this one's pretty close to how it is in WoW. Like, you literally just click the thing when it bobs, but... Is it on the first bob? Or am I doing it too early? No, there we go. First bob. I was doing it too late. Alright, I'm gonna give her the fish. I'm sure that's the answer to the puzzle. I caught a char. I caught a char, which is a brown-colored fish with an orange underside. That's definitely what she wants, because she's the blue lady, and an orange fish is like the complementary color to the blue lady. So she wants the fish. Let me give her the fish. Okay, she doesn't want the fish. Alright, 1 second. I have another idea. She wants me to kill all the creatures in here. Do not risk my vengeance. She doesn't like that. Leave the creatures in peace. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want me to kill the creatures? Do not harm these creatures. So instead of giving her what she really wants, I could give her the opposite of what she wants and kill every creature in here. I don't know. You didn't give me any clues to what you want, lady. I'll wave at you. And the whole time that people have been coming to visit you, nobody just bothered to just say hi. They just come up and do ask you. They want the fucking Silithar. Nobody bothered to say hi to you. Nope, that's not it. Nobody ever kissed you? What? What do you want? Bow? Oh shit! I got it! I got it! I knew it was a fucking emote. Like literally when it said that, I knew it was gonna be an emote. I told you it was something dumb. Nobody ever showed her basic respect. Yeah, everyone else just comes in here and they're like, give me the fucking Silithar, bitch! The other guy's like, come in here, he's like, oh, I want that fucking Silithar, I want that shiny little shit, what can I do to prove myself to you? Nobody ever came in here and was just like, hey Gwendeth, how are you? Everybody always comes in and says what they want. And nobody ever says, how are you, Gwendeth? Alright. Welcome at last to Gwendithron, Rivendell. Your time among the Dunedain has not been wasted, and I see that Aragorn made his choice of agents with care. I mean, aside from the fact that I just killed, like, 3 frogs and a snake. But okay. He has indeed learned much since I beheld him deep within the tomb of noble Elendil. He was young then and did not understand the greatest gift of all. The gift that Elendil and his line gave sparingly, if at all, the gift of respect. I told you I would finish the tale of Amleth and the Silithar, and I will do so. Amleth asked me if Arnor would survive the coming darkness, and I told him what I saw. Your kingdom will fall, Amleth, king and son of kings. I said to him, I cannot see what misfortune awaits you at Fornos, but my heart tells you if you bring the Silithar from Numenos, it will come by unknown paths to rest beneath the deepest ocean. He received these sad tidings with grace, and after a moment appeared to strengthen his resolve. My kingdom may already be lost, but I will ask you one last favor. Raise the waters of the lake and allow the flood to preserve the treasures here. The Silithar will stay where it lies, at the bottom of the tomb of Elendil, and none shall disturb its rest until one of my line has need of it beyond all hope. Alright. It was done as Amleth requested. I raised the waters, drowned the city, remained for hundreds of years, returned to Kalinglad, and she will lower the flood for us. Cool. I may not be a wise man, but I know that bitch just wanted some respect. She listened to Aretha Franklin once, and she realized just want some goddamn R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Yeah, everyone's always just coming in there and being like, bitch, give me the Silithar. I need the Silathar to save the world of men from the darkness, the growing darkness. I have to swim. I can't jump fast enough. I'm like Hobbit Jesus. Lightly jumping across the water. That's what he did, right? He wasn't actually walking. He was just running. He was just jumping. He was just skipping across the water like like you skip a stone. And the people just could not, the mortal minds could just not comprehend that. So they perceived it as him walking across the water. They couldn't comprehend a man skipping himself like a stone across the water. And I thought, my God, he is walking across the water. Hobbit Jesus, skipping like a stone. I don't know what y'all expect. You came and watched the ADHD stream. This is the ADHD stream. And I have no other way of getting across. The boat only takes you between Tilruinen, Emmenwheel, and Tinadir. I only worked like 3 days this week, and I'm like, my brain is, I think my brain is gone. I'm so excited to go to Japan. $9.40 already? Damn. Damn, bro, this shit goes fast. Life just passes you by in an instant when you're jumping across the waves. Oh my God, that fucking keyboard sound is probably like incredibly annoying. I just saw my microphone just going like.
How can I be of service?
How can I be of service? How can I be of service? Why, Rod? Those families most loyal to Elendil have lived in the hills of Elvendale since time was lost.
What do you need?
You have returned, Rivendell. What is Gwyneth's decision?
What do you need?
Alright, so she's gonna lower the floodwaters in the tomb of Elendil. I am filled with amazement that you were able to accomplish such a wonder. I do not know what you will find in the freshly unflooded portion of the tomb. It might be best to bring allies with you. Oh, great, I did all that, and it's a fucking fellowship quest. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's a fucking fellowship. Is any of this stuff even worth it? I mean, that's this earring maybe with some crit rating, but I feel like people don't really do. I mean, I don't really do the fellowship quests usually. The only time I did the fellowship quest was when I was like vastly over leveled for it. So now that I just did all that shit. I might just come back here later. Now, if I remember, I think they said Angmar is next. That's gonna be through. Well, actually, so the next is the next epic quest, which I'm over leveled for. But it's the Bruinen Gorges with lending assistance to Elrond's sons. And Imlad Galer is also over there. What is this? More Northdown stuff. Barishan's camp and the Trollshaws. So I think we have to go through here anyway. Let's see. So oh no, that's the North Downs. Hold up, where is everything? So right now we're in fucking Evendim. There's North Downs. This is Lonelands. There's a oh yeah. So you do go through Lonelands. I kind of want to see if I can just knock off that quest on the way. Actually, you know what? Here, we're gonna take the quest. But we're not gonna do it right now. Man, I feel like that's such a I feel like that's so disappointing. You do all that and then it's like, well, I mean it makes sense. It's a fellowship quest. It's like the big finale. They did the same thing to me in what's the area like of North Downs? There's an area like right above, no, not North Downs, right above Lonelands too. I would love to do some of these fellowship quests. They're like the big story moments, right? Like do they have a system for finding fellowship? Not really. Yeah, I heard that people don't really do them in this game. Let's see. So if I go through North Downs, how's the best way to get to fucking? Oh, actually no. There's a better way to get to Lonelands. Here we go. Hold up. Go through Bree. That'll be faster. They do want me to do some stuff in North Downs, but I'm probably not gonna bother with that. Although actually, I think Angmar, which I think is where we're supposed to go, Angmar is in Lowlands. I think they said like 40 through 45 is supposed to be Angmar. Angmar is like the good thing to do. Either that or it was by Trollshaws. Oh, Agamar and Arth Agawin were the ones that had like the big Wait, where was fucking Angmar? I was looking at a thing that was like saying where people should go. Well, either way, I gotta go to Rivendell. So either way, I gotta go to Rivendell because that's the next epic quest. God, I don't want this whole stream to just be like running all the way to fucking Rivendell, but such is how this game is. At least it's not that stream where I literally ran all the way from, like, when I went to Evendim the first time. Although I think that time I might have went to through the Shire to do it because I had a quick travel to the Shire. I don't have any quick travels in Rivendell. I did, but then when I was in Evendim for so long, I updated my milestone because it just wasn't worth not having the fast travels. Although it never takes as long as I think it's gonna take me. Mount's not too bad. One second. I'm gonna do this one too because this is like on the way to. I'm also excited. The next update to Janther Wilds and Guild Wars is coming out, but it's when I'm gonna be gone. It's coming out on the 11th. I'm back on 22nd, so I'm at least like 11. I'm gonna be at least 11 days late. But I got like the week. I basically have like the weekend after I get back to like relax and play that shit if I want. But I'm a little disappointed because they're supposed to be releasing a new legendary backpack, a new method to get a legendary backpack, and I've been waiting for that. I've been like holding off doing legendaries and like trying to get stuff together to do that when it comes out. Even though we don't know exactly what it's gonna take yet, I don't think. But I want to do that one next. But it's not. I think they said it's not coming until the last update, which is not this one, but the next one, the third update. The last update in Janther is gonna have the backpack. I hope it's an open world one. I think it'll probably will be open world because we basically already have every other method except raids. I think. I hope it's not raids, man. I would love to get into raids, but it's just, you know. First of all, there's like a learning curve to it. Like I'm pretty much it's fine to like know how to do a build. That's like not too hard. Learn a build, fine. Learn like a meta build, fine. But then like find a group that is willing to like do it with you when you don't know when you've never done it before. I still haven't finished through Wing 1. I got finished except the last boss. Last time I did Wing 1. I did everything except Sabbatha. What's their fucking name? Sabbatha. We couldn't beat that one. But yeah, you have to find a group. Like any of the instance content for me is always like always a wall to entry for me. Any of the stuff that like really requires like other people like Because first of all, you know, you're like having to find like a group. I don't ever really want to start my own shit in like LFG because it means like I have to know what the fuck I'm doing. So you have to find a group in LFG to join that is willing to, you know, like that's not gonna happen. I think the closest I got before my last attempt was doing my guild was doing it a little bit. There was a guy in my guild who was kind of helping, but then the problem is like everybody in the group was like new to it, had never done it before, so we just weren't getting it, man. Like, you know, we just were not getting it. And the thing is, like, we didn't even make it past like the first encounter like on that shit because like literally none of us had. Well, I had done it before. I had actually done that one. I had made it to Gorsafal on that one, and then, but nobody else knew how to do it. Man, like that's the thing. Like a lot of like that's why I'm so happy with like they released the open world stuff. Anyway, I'm talking about Guild Wars on a fucking Lord of the Rings stream. Probably nobody knows what I'm talking about, but. Anyway, I'm excited. I can play that shit is like when I come home. Not that I'm at all fucking rushing along my finish on my vacation. Like, I ain't even gonna be thinking about being home. I don't know why I'm trying to do this right now. I just know like I'm never gonna come back to it. Unless I do it. I know it's supposed to be up here somewhere. It's like right at the fucking... I might just Google it really quick so y'all don't have to watch me just like wander around this motherfucker. One sec. I'm literally just gonna look this up like 2 seconds. Grab it. One sec. A stone ledge right above the waterfall at the small camp on the western slopes of Weathertop. The fucking waterfall? At the small camp on the western slopes. Here it is. Is this it? One second. It looks like that little thing is like a little thing. It's on one of these little like fucking ledges or some shit. Here, I think it's over here. Is that it? I'm on the correct side. I don't see a fucking waterfall though. No! Damn it. One sec. Above the ledge and to the east and then drop down. I'm pretty sure it's that. I don't know why it says a fucking waterfall, but I'm pretty sure it's that. There was a picture of it, but now I'm not seeing a picture. Oh, press delete to target the strongbox to reveal its location. Huh. Well, we're literally at the top, so. No, no, I just did it. Oh, here. Stop. This is not it. I don't think this is it. Nope, this ain't it. We're on the west side, right? I'm not an idiot. Have my east and west backwards. What the fuck, man? Oh, it has coordinates. 1 second. It has coordinates. 3440. Yeah, we're not. Dude, I'm breaking all my legs. How many legs do I have? Because I'm breaking all of them. No, we're going the wrong way. 34. It's not even up. Watch, it's not even up this high. It's probably like. It's probably like this shit. It's probably this. Is it this? It said the fucking waterfall. Is it this? Yeah, I think we're going in the right direction at least. Yep, got it. Got it. Got him. Finally. Alright, let's turn this in really quick. I'm just gonna give me more bingo bop and shit that I haven't done in like 15 levels, but I also have safe fall and I haven't even been bothering using that either. Just jumping off all the cliffs, Skyrim style. Well, I'm sure that was the most entertaining thing you guys could have seen, so I'm glad for that. Well, anyway, whatever it gives me, I'll do it fucking later. I want to get to the I want to do this shit and next. I want to do the next thing. Get a fucking milestone in Rivendell and have to like run all the way to the fuck there next time. Do shit in the troll shaws. Or maybe a milestone in the troll shaws is better, you know, like run as far in each direction. I don't know where it wants me to go next. I know it's Angmar, I think, but oh wait, so this one does actually say help Eladon. This one's help Eladon. Oh, never mind. Yeah, here we go. Limikoti is a small earthkin camp just over the border of Angmar. So I think this is actually might be what I'm doing next. This is also Rivendell. Okay, yeah, this is gonna lead me to Angmar, yeah. Technically, I'm supposed to wake up early to do I have an appointment in the morning. It's like a tele appointment, but I literally might just like wake up and do it, do it on the phone or something, then try to get myself all ready. I know I can sleep on the plane, but I wake up at like fucking 8 o'clock. My shit's at like 8:30. I don't even get up like at 8 to go to work. Even though I'm supposed to.
You solved the riddle and found the treasure?
You solved the riddle and found the treasure? I didn't believe it.
Only parchment with a cryptic message on it. No treasure.
Disappointed? I'm not disappointed at all. Do you see what this means? This means that someone else found the treasure first and replaced it with this message. Someone beat the master treasure seeker at his own game. The retirement is off, Rivendell. I have a treasure to find.
I think you gave Theodore the best treasure of all. A reason to keep going. I have been trying to help Theodore unravel this latest cryptic message.
Anyway. We'll do this later. We'll do this later.
Spiders? Is this a riddle or just nonsense?
There is something unusual about that message.
Maybe you can figure it out.
Alright, we're doing this later. Is yet another strong box. Alright. Onward to Rivendell. Sorry for the detour. Just like any time I come like this fucking long route between the two places, I'll find another strong box. Didn't I already talk to Elrond, bro? You've been called to Rivendell. Wasn't I not already called to Rivendell? The last time I did this long walk. Dude, can you believe that fucking Aragorn took Frodo all the way from Weathertop to Rivendell in like 2 hours? No, I don't know how long it was. They rushed that motherfucker to see out to Rivendell, right? When he got stabbed by the Morgul blade. They rushed his ass to Rivendell. You know, and in the movie, it makes it look like it happened in like 10 minutes. They made that run in 10 minutes in the movie. 5 minutes in the movie. Who the fuck? Yo, I thought that was a person's. I thought that was a player. I thought that was a player's character. And I was like, why does that look like a fucking bandit? It's a player's character. Why does it look like him? No, it was in fact an NPC. But he was running like a fucking player. He was chasing after somebody. He was like a dog chasing a car. Didn't know what he was gonna do when he caught it. I just read that as half-orc buffet. Half-orc buffet. Yo, that reminded me. You know all this shit when like fucking like Hawk to a girl was like a whole thing, it all blew up and shit, right? That stupid bullshit, right? There's another video that like predates that by like probably like several years, but I always see it pop up on Facebook, of a girl with like her mouth completely full of food, and the guy's asking like the guy asking her like, what would you do if you won the lottery? She's like, start a buffet. And he's like, what? She's like, buffet, buffet. And she just like has all this food in her mouth. And she's like, a buffet, Chinese food. And, like, she still has her food in her mouth. And he's like, she tries to take the microphone. He's like, oh, that's so gross. Ew, no, that's so gross. She's like, a buffet. But yeah, I feel like that should have been like the Hawk Tuah girl before the Hawk Tuah. That's like true wife material. It's like a mouthful of food, loves food, wants to open a fucking restaurant if she won the lottery. That's the shit that should have blown up. Can stuff her face with food. Wants to share her love for food. Doesn't care that her mouth is full of food. I don't know. I don't even remember why that popped into my head. What was I fucking talking about? But yeah, that shit is like true wife material. That's why my wife, like, that's honestly like, let's literally, like, that's like literally the reason like me and my wife hit it off so quickly. Food. Like, we met online, and I think like literally my message to her was, because she had some shit on her thing about like food and travel, and I was literally my message was pretty much food and travel. What do? Like, it was like I love to travel too. Where have you traveled? And like, I think she talked about like, she may have mentioned like spicy food or something. Actually, no, I think it was just like food and travel. I was like, where have you traveled? I'd like to travel too. And then, like talking about what kind of food we liked, and her asking me if I can eat spicy food, and me saying, I fucking love spicy food. Because she's Thai. And they were basically born with hot coals in their mouths. With the spicy food they can eat. So our first date, we went to a Thai restaurant of her choice in DC. And even though I am like very adventurous, and I tried like basically everything, every kind of food by the time I was like 13. Like, the only thing I ever ate whenever we went Thai, like me and my family had eaten Thai before. Like, I feel like the only things I'd ever eaten, well, like when I was a kid, I didn't really care for it, and then like as an adult, before I met her, like pad Thai, pad see ew, and drunken noodle. That's the only fucking shit that I knew. And like chicken satay, right? Like, I didn't know shit. I just knew like the shit like everybody knows. So we went on the date, and I'm like, literally like, you order, get everything that's good. I want to try things I haven't tried before.
Mind my words, traveler.
Food. Start a buffet. Chinese food. All you can eat. Chinese food. I mean, obviously it also helps if you're attractive, but yeah, attractive person, unashamedly love for food. What is going on? Oh, this is Barrett. Dude, yeah, I think it's just taking me to a place I already been. Because I basically did this on the way to Rivendell the last time. Yeah, I already went here. Let me just...
What do you need?
I'm not actually going to do this, because I already did this.
Traveler?
Well, I mean, I didn't do this, but I mean, I did.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I couldn't figure out that quest. But anyway. Any quest talk to a person, easy to do a quick turn in. That's like a repeatable daily. Not a daily. It's just a repeatable quest. Kill a bunch of shit. I did that. This area was like really good for leveling. I think I like literally went like 30 to like 40 very fast. In this, not to 40 I did in Evendim. But I was like hit like 5 levels, like probably the fastest I've ever hit 5 levels in this game. Just doing those like kill quests and everything like around here. So which one? Hold up. What is that one? Oh, okay. Okay, this is Eladon. Over here. And then this one is in Galair. Okay. Well, really, I want to do the epic quest. I mean, really, I want to go to Angmar, but I'm trying to follow the epic quest first. I'm trying to do everything on the way. Like, at least your first playthrough, you want to do the epic quests. I've done my other my alt characters, and yeah, I've kind of basically given up trying to do the. I don't care about doing the epic quest now. I did them like up to a certain point, and then I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, I mean that's basically what's recommended. I've seen like you just do the epic quests your first run, and then after that, it's generally Bree, and then Lonelands, and then North Downs, and then maybe like Trollshaws and Evendim, and then I think they said is Angmar. And after that, I don't remember. They did say there's like the thing I was looking at did say that there's like a good quest chain you want to do in Angmar. There's like some good armor set or something like that in Angmar. I don't know. As I said, this is my first time. This is my first time doing this shit. So, all right, update my milestone. Now, what is the fucking reputation around here? No, Rangers of Estelden is Lonelands, right? Here, Elves of Rivendell. Yeah, I got a long way to go on that shit. Anyway, here Eladon and Elro here.
How can I be of service?
My father sent you to aid us. It is good that you have come. We've made an unsettling discovery. It seems likely the missing rider is still somewhere in the wilderness of the... See, I don't even remember what was going on here. This quest is meant to be completed while grouped, but can be attempted solo. The stone you receive upon bestowal can be used as a short item buff, will maybe enable you to benefit from the inspiration while in a fellowship of smaller than 5. Well, I mean, obviously I have to do it, so I'm going to do it solo. don't really get anything I can use, though, from that. Find some sign of the missing Nazgul, or without a full fellowship, you may draw upon inspiration. Shortly after Frodo and Baggin and his company arrived to Rivendell, my father sent us to search for signs of the Nazgul. We found the bodies of 8 horses downstream. The last there was no sign. We traveled far afield into the lands of the south and found no sign of the fleeing rider. Oh, okay. Alright, so they mean the missing Nazgul. Hoofprints in the South Trollshaws, far south of the road. Journey far south of the road and seek him out. The ruins there have a fell reputation. Minas Agor. They may have sought it out for that reason. Okay. I'm also like at least like a little bit, little bit over leveled, so hopefully that'll help too. Oh god. Okay, we have more time than I thought. Man, I feel like I thought I was just gonna like waste like all the fucking time. Just like running all the way here, doing that Lone Land shit. That's not too bad though. I might go a little bit over time. I still have to finish up some packing for tomorrow, but although I do have to eat. I ate an early dinner with my friends, and I told my wife I was gonna eat when I got home or later, and I did not. I got home like around 7, so I didn't, because I forgot to start the pizza. It take like 30 minutes to do it, and by the time I thought about it, I already start my stream soon. I am pretty fucking hungry though. What's up? CMCB. How you going? Yeah, all is good. I'm about to go on vacation soon. I'm leaving tomorrow. Good. Glad to hear it. Just doing a very chill stream today. I'm new in the sense that this is my highest level character. But I've been playing for like a little while. I started streaming LOTRO about a year ago. Maybe like a little less than a year ago. And before that though, I hadn't played for like 2 years. I played like 2 years before that. You know, I kind of quit playing like when most people quit playing, which was Bree Land. And then yeah, when I started streaming, I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking stream LOTRO, and I've been back into it. So, but I only play like a couple times. I only play like a couple times a month. Usually, I don't play it that much. My main, I mean, it is one of the main things I stream, but main MMO of mine is Guild Wars 2. At the moment. This one I mainly just play on stream. It's fun. I like it because it's very chill. I feel like, unlike most MMOs, this is a pretty easy one to play casually. Yeah, I like it. They're releasing a new update for the latest expansion. Guild Wars, their new model of doing things for the last couple expansions has been, they do like an initial launch, and they do 3 updates, so that they can do, they basically are doing like an expansion like every year, but they do it over the course of I think like 12 months. Like they release the new expansion, you play that, and then like 3 months later they give you an update, so they give you some more content. 3 months later they give you more content, and then 3 months later they give you the rest of it, and then you're waiting for the next expansion. So this is gonna be update 2, but it's coming out when I'm on vacation. So I'm gonna have a lot to play when I get home from my vacation. So I'm pretty excited for that too. But yeah, I like LOTRO. Like, I mean, yeah, it's very chill. The mistake I ran into the first time playing it, which is what made me quit, was like playing it too seriously. Like getting bogged down, and like, you know, the game kind of takes you in like all these different directions. You always have like 500,000 quests on your bar. So like when I got back into it, I'm like, nah, none of that. I'm just gonna go in, just do what I feel like doing, take a very chill approach, just like do what I want to do. You know, I just want to be, basically I want to play it like a fucking hobbit. Like, I am a hobbit. This is my main is a hobbit burglar. I'm playing it like a fucking hobbit. just chilling. Like, if I'm not having fun with the quest line or it's taking too long, I'm like, ah, fuck it, I'll move on. I don't really care. I am trying to do the epic quests though. Oh, I feel like I forgot I had that. Never played a burglar personally. Are they fun? Yeah, I'm loving it, man. Like I have a bunch of alts too. Bjorning, Hunter, Lore Master. I think I try to get like one of everything, but I think burglar is probably the most fun so far that I've like played enough of it. Like, I like Lore Master's fun, and Rune Keeper's fun, but I haven't played enough of it to speak to it that much. But yeah, I like Burglar. The reason I like Burglar is it's really fun just being able to sneak past everything. And like, it's kind of funny but kind of awesome fighting like big fucking trolls as like a little fucking hobbit burglar. I feel like I get very into the mindset of being a sneaky stabby. Like, what is it? In Guild Wars, I like Asura, which are also like the little race. They're like the little geniuses. And one of my main in that game is the little Asura guy. They're kind of like little genius goblin kind of dudes. And I have one of my main in that is a necromancer. But they can like wield like great swords. So it's this little dude with this giant great sword going like rah, and just like jumping and just like slashing shit with like a giant fucking great sword. It's amazing. Yeah, as per usual, I don't actually know what I'm doing. So the thing is, the only thing in this game, I fucking hate the quest tracking in this game. I will say that like every time I play it. But at the same time, you can kind of just be like, oh, my quest is in this general fucking vicinity. And just like wander into that general vicinity and just start killing things. And picking things up, and it usually works, so. Wait, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the most accurate or the most, like, intuitive. Like, you have to like, it won't, I wish you could just, like, I mean, the ideal thing would be able to just, like, literally hover over the icon on the map. Because, like, half the time, I don't even know what mission is, I mean, what marker is what mission. Like, I want to be able to just, like, hover over this one and see what it is. And then hover over this one and see what it is. So you have to, like, uncheck, recheck, uncheck, recheck. Like, okay, this one is book 4. This one is fucking Imlad. Okay, this one is... Yeah. It's alright, though. I mean, as I said, I got used to it. Wait, so it didn't actually give me this quest to kill these guys? Yeah, it'd be a nice feature to add, yeah. For sure. But I mean, this game's been around for like forever, right? So you must have completed the quest Scouts Among the Bruinen Gorges. Well, shit, I don't know where that is. Can I don't know why I'm not getting a quest to kill those guys. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm a giant Lord of the Rings fan, man. But, like, well, anyway, my journey as a Lord of the Rings fan is interesting. So I read The Hobbit when I was, like, a little kid. And then I watched the Lord of the Rings movies when they came out and was, like, a huge fan. And then I probably read the trilogy, like, maybe, like, 6 or 7-ish years ago. No, more than that, because I've been with my wife for, like, 6 years, almost 7 years, maybe almost 10. So about, like, when I was in my 20s, I read the Lord of the Rings books. Still love the movies. I was trying to read the Silmarillion unsuccessfully. It's still on my bookshelf. I hope to get around to it at some point. Movies are good. Yeah, the movie, I honestly think that they're the best book to movie adaptation in existence. Oh, you have yet to read it. Yeah, it's I always reference one of my favorite memes, which is audiobooks. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like say good things about audiobooks. For the Silmarillion, I feel like that would be tough. Because I'm the type of person, like, my problem with the Silmarillion is I'll read like a couple sentences, and then I'll realize I didn't understand what I just read, so I have to go back and read the sentences again. So, like, with an audiobook, like, I don't really feel like that solves the problem. But I always reference my favorite meme, which is the two fucking idiot pirates from Pirates of the Caribbean. The one guy with the eye, you know, the guy with that pops his eye in and pops his eye out and cleans it and whatever the fuck. And the one where they're sitting on the boat. They're sitting on the little fucking rowboat. And the one guy with the eye is like trying to read the book. And the other guy is like, "What are you doing? You don't know how to read." Or should I say, "What you doing? You don't know how to read." And then the guy says, "It's the Silmarillion. You get credit for trying." That's to this day, like, my favorite fucking meme, dude. Like, one of my favorite memes. But yeah, I mean, it's so hard for me to keep up on, like, the like, all the fucking lore. Like, I'm a huge fan in the sense that I really like the shit. And I know more than maybe, like, I know a fair amount more than the average person about LOTRO, but There are people on like a whole nother level, dude. I'm like, it gets very over your head. Like, I remember I went down the fucking, like, elf lore, like, rabbit hole on, like, fucking, like, Lord of the Rings wiki, and my brain was, like, trying not to explode, like, because I was, like, you always hear people talking about, like, there's the Noldor and the Sindar and all this stuff, and I'm like, it's literally so, like, I mean, the thing is, Tolkien was a fucking pedant. Like, Tolkien was like well, the thing is, Tolkien literally wrote the books because he was a fucking language nerd. But, like, he might end up being some anthropological stuff, too. But, yeah, like, literally the different elves, my very, very rudimentary understanding of it is the reason the elves are different kinds of elves is because elves are supposed to go to the fucking West in Valinor, and they all gave up at different points. They all stopped and decided they didn't want to keep going at different points. Beyond that, I don't know. Beyond that, I can't keep it straight. Like, you ask me the difference between, like, Elrond and the elves of Rivendell and the God damn it. Kate Blanchett. I blanked out on her name. Oh, and then the Elves of Mirkwood. Yeah, I think that's pretty much Galadriel. Thank you. God, I felt like, I was talking about it being a giant Lord of the Rings nerd, and then I forget King Galadriel's name. Revoke my fucking nerd card. But man, fucking Kate Blanchett got, like, so much hotter, dude. Like, I never, like, I mean, of course she's, like, gorgeous, but, like, I never really, like, was attracted to her as Galadriel. But then, like, fucking Hela in, like, Ragnarok, dude. I'm like, fuck. Shit. Dude, I feel like she got hotter as she got older. I mentioned this on another stream, too, like, Kate Winslet from Titanic. She like did an interview with somebody recently, and they were telling her like she looks like better, and like she looks even like better now, and she also looks younger than she did in like Titanic. And she was like, dude, I'm gonna like kiss you right now because everyone is saying I look the same as I did like 20 years ago. But yeah, her, Kate Blanchett, like, oh my god, man. Oh yeah, and of course I just saw like a video with I think it was like Jimmy Fallon and Brad Pitt, like some stupid like sketch, and of course like all of the comments are from women being like Brad Pitt just gets better with age. Yeah, there are definitely people, man, that just like what the fuck. Yeah, there are some people that look better with age, and then there are some people who literally look exactly the same as they did, like, 30 years ago. And I'm like, what the Like, Paul Rudd looks exactly like he did 30 years ago. Patrick Stewart, actually, I don't know what he looks like now. But the last thing I saw him, and he basically looks the same as he did, like, 20 years ago. Man. Alright. Your tale begins to fill in this puzzle for me, Rivendell, and I think I now see what has happened. Caught between the remainder of Frodo's company and the raging of the Bruinen, the 9 were forced into the torrent. But one escaped in the chaos. Near death, his steed bore him through hidden channels into some place where, nearly formless, he gathered his strength. His horse he abandoned, and he vanished into the wild. Without his cloak, he would be all but invisible to us, a malice on the wind. If he takes it onto himself again, it is only to give the shape to his strength. It means he has survived the ordeal unharmed and will surely strike at us again. We are running out of time. Alright. See you in a bit. Alright, let's see. I don't actually need any of this, so I'm just gonna choose whatever is most expensive for me to sell. Cool. We know more than we did. We do not yet know what we must. For the safety of all those who live or journey in this region, the whereabouts of the missing Nazgul. His steed was our greatest ally in this search. For while he could remove his cloak and remain nearly unseen, his horse was a mortal creature. His physical trail could be followed. With the creature now dead, either from exhaustion or at his master's hand, our ability to track the Nazgul is lessened. Lessened, but not gone, perhaps. I would ask you to return to Imladris and to consult with Lord Glorfindel. For he is accounted very wise and may have seen some stratagem we have not yet tested. All right. He may be able to help us. Cool. All right. I need to do anything. Quick break. Let me check. I mean, not for me, although I should probably take one. Let's see. If I decide to go past my usual time of 11 tonight, then I will probably have to take a break. But we shall see. Because I need to eat. My stomach is definitely feeling it. I ate a very early dinner, so... Oh, actually, I didn't mean to sell that shit. Alright. Alright, so we have to go to Rivendell. Yeah, Rivendell. Yeah, I probably will go over. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw the pizza in the oven because it takes some time to start or to cook, to start, whatever. All right, I will be right back. All right, well, it's got to preheat, so. Yo, is this the river where they flood the bastards? Where they flooded the bastards? Yep, Fort of Bruinen. Yep, I think that's the one. So yeah, we were just talking about how like how the movies are such a good adaptation. I know that there are I think it's like the best adaptation of a book to a movie, or the Lord of the Rings movies. Like people get really like nitpicky, I feel like, with their complaints, because I feel like most of the complaints that I've heard are like either things that like they had to adapt to a movie because they wouldn't have worked in a movie. Or just like really nitpicky shit. They were fantastic adaptations. But yeah, the reason I just so we were talking about it earlier, but the reason I just thought of it now is because like obviously in the books, if you read them, is Glorfindel, I believe, who saves who comes to the aid of Frodo and Aragorn and brings Frodo with haste to Rivendell. But I think changing it to Arwen was actually like a really major improvement. Cause like yeah, you don't have any like women in the books, man. Like you get like Eowyn is great and she has like an awesome moment, and that's basically it. And Arwen is like a cardboard cutout who only shows up as like I don't even like I think she shows up in the book, but like I don't even remember her actually showing up in the book, or they just talk about her. But yeah, I think that was good. And also just like expanding and enriching like Aragorn and Arwen as a thing. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember like super well though from the books. Like people talk about how like Aragorn is different. Like the differences between like movie Aragorn and book Aragorn, but like honestly I feel like I don't really remember that well. The main two things that I remember I feel like people complain about are, okay, so Tom Bombadil, you either love him or hate him. But the people that love him are like, why the fuck is he not in the movies? He's so I'm a fan. I like Tom Bombadil. But like, how the fuck you put that in the movie? Like, I mean, it's already like a fucking long ass movie. And like, there's not that much of like actual narrative consequence. I mean, the major thing is him giving them the barrow iron daggers, which is what allows them to, which is what Mary stabs the Witch King, which is what allows Eowyn to kill him. But like that's a pretty big thing. That's something that I think would be cool if they had in the movie in some respect. But anyway. Yeah, Tom Bombadil, I mean, even, like, nowadays where they're starting to put, like, some really whack shit in movies, like, now, like, audiences actually, like, welcome and, like, accept weird shit in their movies, which they wouldn't have at the time. Like, like, now we're putting stuff in movies that's, like, not fucking mainstream. I mean, we're getting, like, weird Deadpool shit and, like, Guardians, like they're putting stuff that's, like, much more... I mean, the second Suicide Squad movie they did with all these obscure characters... Like, now we're doing, like, weird stuff in movies, and it's cool, but I still feel like Tom Bombadil would have been, I don't know. It definitely wouldn't have worked at the time. And then the other big complaint I see is that, you know, how great the Scouring of the Shire is, and, like, that whole thing. And, like, I agree, Scouring of the Shire is, like, fantastic, but are you seriously telling me you'd put the entire... Because it's another entire, like, fucking story. It's literally another entirely... Like, it's, like, basically a giant self-contained story in and of itself. Like, you're telling me... Like, people already complained about the fucking Return of the King being too long. Right? Like, you're telling me after, like, those 5 endings that that movie had, that then you'd put another full-length movie at the end of it? I mean, if you're gonna do it, you could literally make its own movie. Like, you could literally make a movie that's just the Scouring of the Shire. That would be awesome. But complaining that it's not in the movies is like, what are you talking about? How do you put an entire movie at the end of a 3-hour movie? I mean, to do the Scouring of the Shire, I feel like you didn't need at least like an hour. Yeah, I feel like some people, when they complain about, like, don't get me wrong, I will definitely complain the fuck out of adaptations that do bullshit that change from the books. But like, sometimes I feel like people just don't understand what adaptation means, and like that some things that work in a book do not work in a movie, and vice versa. All right, we gotta find Elrond. We gotta find Elrond Hubbard. Dude, last time I was here, I could not find his ass. Because the tracking in this game is not good. Like, this says Elrond's Hall, but he's not in here. And then if you look in the map, it doesn't show up in the map because we're inside a building, and for some reason quest tracking does not work inside a building. And then if you follow, I swear last time I was here, last time I was in this building on stream, I did so much faffing about trying to find Elrond. Where is Elrond Hubbard? And how do I get him to stop sending me Scientology pamphlets from Beyond the Grave, of course? Seriously, dude. Seriously, bro? What do you mean? Seriously, dude? Seriously, man? Seriously? I know he's somewhere on this side of the shit. Here, Elrond's library. Oh my lord. One sec. The pizza. Alright. 20 minutes. I can eat. I'm already so hungry. I really should have like started like making it before I started my stream. Like 2 hours ago. I just ate dinner at like an awkward time. I ate at like 5, probably around 5-ish. 4:35-ish. And then hung out with my friends for like 2 hours and got home at like 7. Here we go. Book 6, Forward, Turning to the North. Oh, now it's level 44. Okay. I would wish you to remain here away from the troubles of the world, but alas, the enemy does not rest, and so neither can we. Angmar grows in power with each passing day, and without a means to stem its evil, we have no hope of winning this war. Speak with Aragorn, he waits for you in one of the guest rooms along the road that winds up the southern slope of the Vale of Imladris. Okay. Alright, so that's 44 now, so we actually have a little bit. Welcome back. We actually have a little bit of leveling to do. Oh, but we still have. Okay, so how do we have? Why do we have book 4 and book 6 happening at the same time? Interesting. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's finish Glorfindel first, I guess. Oh, what server am I playing on? Brandywine, I think. I think it's Brandywine. Pretty sure it's Brandywine. Yeah, I did have somebody join me before. So if you're on Brandywine, or if not, you want to create a character, feel free to join. I totally welcome people like wanting to hop in and do shit. Where's Glorfindel? So we need to find Glorfindel. I think he's this way. Is there anything that I can... Not sure if I have any characters on the server, to have to check. Probably make one if not. Yeah, sure. I mean, I have like, so I was saying I have like a lot of alts, so I totally don't mind like just rolling up a character. I feel like there was something I wanted. Oh yeah, so I know how to make stuff, but I just didn't. Anyway. Oh yeah, whatever happened with these? I had I started these deeds and I do not remember what they were. What would that be under? A class? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Talk to Bilbo Baggins at the last homely house. Okay, let's do that, dude. I'm glad I just happened to look at that, because I need to do that. Talk to Bilbo Baggins. Talk to Bilbo. Oh man, I'm glad I looked at that. Let me That's for my burglar shit. All right, let's go run in here and talk to him. Highest characters level 64 crit hollow. Oh, you know, I actually have some. I think my other shit is on crit hollow. I'm pretty sure I have a character on crit hollow. Unless it's been deleted, but I think I was on crit hollow. But that was like 3 years ago. I'm not sure. Been playing on the legendary server Mordor. Yeah, what is the legendary servers about? I feel like I asked somebody about that before, and we talked about it, and then I forgot. Is this not right? Looking for... He looks like a rejected Mario brother. Well, I mean, yeah, he is like 50. He's actually like 50 years old in the... I mean, in Hobbit age, of course, but... Which is not like 50 years old in human, but... They're VIP only, and you get to play all of the lower end content and group up more because of the cap. It's currently at 60, so lots of people hit the cap and do raids for gear. Oh, okay, that's cool. Cause I know like the level is like, isn't there like 150 levels in the game, like, or more? I know there's at least like level 150, which is like, to me, just like incomprehensible. I think the last time, oh god, it's at 150 now. Yeah, like even like WoW, I think got up to like insane numbers before they changed it. Cause like when I used to play WoW, it was like, you know, the last time I played WoW before I played it again was like no, not Cataclysm. I think I got to Pandaria, I think at which point it was like maybe 90 or some shit. And then they added like 10 levels like every fucking expansion. I don't even know what it got to. But then the last time I played that, they had completely revamped and given like the cap back because it was so insane. But basically I've never played any MMO that the level was higher than like 80 or 90 maybe. Maybe the last time I played WoW before the last time I played WoW, I might have had like a level 80 like 4 or 5 or something. That's crazy. But that's why I like Guild Wars, because Guild Wars is like you hit level 80 and like the Guild Wars is actually great because the game actually doesn't start until you're level 80. You hit the level cap and then you can do everything. Like you hit level 80 and the fucking world opens up to you. And like you no longer vertically progress. It's horizontal progression. Like you get masteries, you get mounts, you like, well, that's a mastery, but like you do that, you do legendaries, you do world v world, you do raids, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. But like it's all, yeah, it's. I mean, that's great because I don't like I hate the gear grind. Like probably the shit I hated most in WoW was like the gear grind. Like the kind of the point of it in Guild Wars 2 was to make it so people don't have to continue to gear grind. But I mean, you don't and you do. I feel like on the most part they succeeded at that. Like if you hit 80, you get the gear that you need for whatever you're doing. Because they have stats instead of like they literally have set stats, like stat sets, like stat prefixes or whatever, and you get whatever prefixes you need. But like once you have the highest quality, which is like ascended, it's not even that. It's like exotic and then ascended. That's it, right? Once you hit that, once you hit those numbers, once you hit the highest numbers, you never have to worry about hitting the highest numbers anymore. Like you hit the highest numbers, you're good. The only thing is that changes is like whenever they do balance patches or whatever, like the prefixes that you want might change, which is like annoying. But then even then, if you have legendary gear, you never have to worry about that again. If you have like all legendary shit, like that's what I'm working toward right now in that game is just having everything legendary. So I never have to worry about, oh no, like I have to fucking change my stats now. But like at least it's not like a constant fucking gear grind. The balance patches is the only thing that you have to stay on top of so that your build continues to be like meta. But really it's just knowing what is meta. You don't really have to put that much, you don't really have to put a grind into it. Like even most of the shit that you need is like pretty easily accessible. Like I actually discovered after like a couple years of like wanting to do builds and not thinking I was able to do said builds because it wasn't able to craft those, like, because a lot of it's in crafting to be able to craft the prefixes you need, and I was like, oh, so I thought I was like not gonna be able to do this build yet, and then I realized you can literally just go into World v World, and if you have ever spent any time in World v World, which you automatically will if you've made legendary weapons, if you have the currency in World v World, you can literally just buy an entire set of exotic everything. And I was like obsessing over like, oh no, I have to get a backpack with different, like the accessories sucked. Armor and weapons was one thing, but the accessories sucked. This is like, oh no, I need a fucking backpack with different stats. Fuck. But then I never, the whole fucking time, I didn't realize you could literally just go into World v World, talk to a vendor, and get stat selectable, like, everything. I'm like, how long did I play this fucking game before I knew that? Because people would always talk about, like, the Ascended backpacks and shit like that. And there's a lot of easy ways to get those, too. But, like, once you set the stats, it's, like, it's locked. You can't change the stats unless you have, as I said, unless you have Legendary. and people always talk about that. And then there's like aqua breathers, which nobody does because like underwater combat's not really a thing. But like I still wanted to have one, so that, like with basic stats, like put stuff into it. And like, oh, there's a really good one that I was using in like a certain zone in like horror game where you can go to that vendor and buy them, but then they don't actually have the stats you want, but at least they're like a level 80. So at least they're the right level. And I was like doing all of this stuff. And then I realized even that shit you can literally just buy from the fucking... I mean, granted, it's only exotic, but like exotic level, like that's the other thing. You don't even need the highest level of like gear to do most of the content. Like even raids, you can really get away with like exotic. I feel like even like people do raids, and they obtain like their ascended gear by doing raids. So I think it's great. I think it's great. Like as I said, there are some flukes that like I didn't figure out until years later. But dude, seriously, where the fuck? This is supposed to be Bilbo's room, right? Why the fuck is Bilbo's room not in Bilbo's room? I want to do this fucking burglar shit, bro. Where the fuck is Bilbo's crusty ass? Where is Bilbo's 11st motherfucking ass? Bro. Hall of Fire? Where the fuck is that? So he's not in the room named after him. Yeah. I figured, yeah, here it is.
Bilbo, you son of a bitch. Dildo, you son of a bitch.
Hello there.
Oh dear, what is this? Kneebreaker's Manual? I can't say I've heard of it before, I'm afraid. No, wait, sorry, I'm on my mind. Does I wander a bit these days? I recall someone speaking of it once. Gloin, perhaps? Ah, well, it is no matter, as I recall the story now. Kneebreaker was the pet name of a particularly unsavory sort of burglar. People nowadays suppose he was likely a good pot orc, given his disposition and appearance. Suffer to say, he was the worst sort of knave, a bully to boot, but he was possessed of a devilish cunning and was known for his ability to catch his enemies off guard and set them up for the worst kind of trouble he could put his mind to. Anyway, I'm not sure this book is going to be much of use to you. A fair number of pages have been damaged or torn out and would be hard enough to decipher if they were intact. I'm not sure where you might find the pages, but if you do, I'm sure this will be a real help.
Oh, good day.
The Book of Knives. What is it you have in there? The Book of Knives? Oh my, I came into the profession quite a bit by accident myself, but after the adventures of Quest on Erebor, I decided it must be prudent to learn about those who are more professional sort, if you know what I mean. Oh, thanks. Like my Hobbit voice. In my studies, I came across mention of this book, but have never held a copy of it before. This one seems to be missing several key pages. Oh, well, you know. I don't think we'll have any luck deciphering it without those. If you can find the remaining pages, I'm sure this will prove quite a find. Unfortunately, I haven't any guidance to give you about where to look for the missing pages. Of course you don't.
Can I take a moment of your time? How do you do?
Well, bless me, look at what you have here. A copy of the Expert's Guide to Dirty Fighting. Of all the books on burgling and such, this is the one I have most disappointed never to find a copy of. And here you walk right in with it. Wherever did you find it? Oh, never mind that. Let's see here. Alas, it does look much worse to the wear, doesn't it? Someone has gone out and torn several of the pages. That won't do at all. I suppose you'll just have to put your ear to the ground and see if you can find any other copy, wouldn't you? I wish that I could help you, but all of the books I've tried to find have never had any good clue as to where they might find this one. Well, do let me know if you manage to find one of these missing pages, won't you? My burgling days may be over, but I do still enjoy a good read about dashing adventures and what. Cool.
Let me just see if my deed's updated. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Nope. Literally just find the book, find the pages somewhere. Dude, honestly, that's probably my favorite. My favorite thing in streaming is just doing voices. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be like a voice actor, man. And it's just like do accents, do voices, everything. It's fun. Thank you.
I've been doing it all my life, I have. Ever since I was a wee lad. The water brings news to us here in Imladris.
Maid of honor.
You are welcome to Imladris, Rivendell. These are times of trouble, but for now at least the curtain of shadow is held back, and we meet in peace. You bring grievous tidings from Eladon, but they are not entirely unlooked for. I fear that not all of the Nazgul were claimed by the Bruinen. This stray servant of the enemy will leave a mark on the wilderness. He may have already done so, and we can use it to track him. I give you my barrel, and ask you hold it aloft at the ford of Bruinen. Return to me once you've done so, and we will speak further. Does he have something else for me?
Stay a moment.
I do not care about that shit. You know, my penchant for accents and voices is probably related to my ability for languages. Because I'm also really good at like picking up languages. Right now I'm learning Thai because my wife is Thai, and I'm going to Thailand now for the 3rd time tomorrow. And I've been learning Spanish for like probably about half my life. And I've never reached fluency, but I also haven't really practiced nearly as much as I should. So I'm trying to do that like most days. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always told that my accent, my pronunciation is really good in languages specifically. Although there are some sounds that are a little bit beyond my skill even. Things that are like very much like things that if you didn't grow up pronouncing those sounds, you're not gonna get it. Like Thai is tonal, and I think I'm pretty much tone deaf. And then you have the ng sound, which is hard. But yeah. Alright. My pizza is finished. I will be back. Okay, so I'm eating right now, but I just ran across this really funny like Tumblr post on my phone. Who would win in an 1,000-mile race to me, their lover? Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 miles. Tom Higginson, which is apparently that guy's name. Plain White Tees, I think. Hey there, Delilah. Charles Reed, Craig Reed, I'm gonna be 500 miles. Is Vanessa allowed to use the piano? The Reeds would win if Vanessa is only walking rather than riding her piano, as they have the March of a Scotsman to aid them, as well as an upbeat song driving them along. Plain White Tees seems to have a waiting delay of 2 years imposed by the song, and is asking you to listen to his music if you miss him, which makes it sound like he's in no hurry to get back to you. But Vanessa travels all 1,000 miles, while the Reeds walk 500 miles and then 500 more. They pause. I just love this stupid fucking analysis of shit. Stupid shit. Anyway, I do have to finish eating before I continue, because I'm supposed to take meds with my food, so I will be right back. But I just wanted to say that because it's funny. All right, I'm back. Also, I just saw that you followed CMCB, so thank you for that as well.
It is time to turn our eyes north.
Ye.
With matters in hand here, it is time to turn our attention to the north.
Will you stay a moment? I must speak with you.
All right, so this is book 6, chapter 1. Okay. Of Goladir and Angmar. Hail and well met, Rivendell. It is well that you have come. This morning a falcon arrived, bearing a message from me from Esteldon, the hidden refuge of my people in the North Downs. It would appear that another such bird came to Esteldon from the north, gravely wounded. 1 second. Bearing a message from one of my kinsmen we had believed long dead. I know little more, for the message to me was brief, but Dervun has asked me to come at once. My time here is short, and I cannot return now to confer with my people. My path lies to the south and to the east. Will you go to Esteldon in my stead and learn what tidings have come there? Speak to Dervun, for it was he who sent the message to me. I fear the news is grave, for Coronir was deemed lost years ago when his captain Goladir disobeyed my edict and took a company north into Angmar. They were never heard from again. It is a joy that Coronir lives, but what kept him from contacting us before now? So we're not going to be able to do that right away. I'm only 41. We're trying to track down the missing Nazgul. That is what we are currently trying to do. And then there's also wait a minute, I missed speaking to this guy. Imlad Galer. That's all the way down here. I'm supposed to talk to that guy. Below the falls of Imladris. Should probably do that. Oh, the inner halls. Okay. Gotcha. Whoa, am I just noticing this music now? I like the music. Oh. Okay, that's why. It's a little bit... Yeah, it's a little bit, overwhelmed by the other sounds of the game. I think I normally have music volume down because sometimes I like to do other things while I'm gaming. Sometimes I even like to listen to other music while I'm gaming, so it's pretty nice though. I think I can turn it up a little bit. Yeah, let me know if the volume's good. I also have the, I actually have my stream preview in another window. And I was like, I just realized now is that, I hope that's not echoing or anything like that. Anyway. Yeah, that's something I should probably check every now and again, because I did have a couple streams when I was like starting out where the fucking... Sounds good? Okay. Thank you. I did have a couple streams when I was starting out where I would either have no audio whatsoever, or I'd find out late that I had no audio, or I had a couple when I was trying to stream Marvel Midnight Suns that it was just completely lag spiked, and I didn't find out until after I finished my stream, and it had like split it up into like 50 different like streams. It was really bad. And then to the point where like I literally just gave up streaming it because like the first like 2 hours of my gameplay was ruined. So there are just things that you kind of like learn as you go. I'm still fairly new to streaming. I've been doing it maybe like 9 months or something like that. I think I started last like May or something like that. Or maybe it was March and it has been a year. I'm not sure.
What do you mean?
Was that it? Just talk to the lady? Okay. Fine by me. Is there anything interesting here? Megavanen.
Is there aught which you need?
Is there aught what you need? She sells paintings. Whoa! Scholars can make paintings, apparently. That's cool. I do think the crafting in this game is kind of interesting. I just think it's cool. You can, like, there's a lot of different stuff you can make for the different classes. I haven't delved that much into it, though. There's a lot. And crafting just takes forever to grind. Oh god, like, especially if you're trying to get all these maxed out. It's like, you need like 10 times the amount of like materials that you get just by going through the areas and leveling. Alright. Onward to the Ford of Bruinen. Oh, I still need to go here. I don't know where this is. Do you know how to get to this? I think I'm supposed to go to Angmar. But I don't know how to get to Angmar. Or does the story naturally take me to Angmar? Because I thought what I was looking at said like level 40. But it's looking to be the next chapter is looking to be like level 44, 45. Which I of course am not at yet. Alright, Fort of Bruinen. Yeah, like, is this even tracking where it is? Gates of Beth Moria. Okay. It is around 40, okay. Yeah, I'm just not sure how to get there. I think it's... Oh, okay, it is north of the Trollshaws. Do you get there from North Downs? Oh, yeah, right. No, I remember. I forgot. It's through North Downs. Okay. Yeah, that's where... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the story is taking me there. That's where Aragorn is sending me, I think. Through a No, he's sending me to Stelden, but... Alright, that's fine. I'm going to try to finish up this book 4. It seems to jump around a little bit. I have book 4 and book 6 at the same time. Somehow. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what they said. They said I think you go Angmar and then back to North Downs again. I think that's what they said. Oh shit, I didn't... Oh motherfucker, I didn't update my son of a bitch. I didn't update my milestone. It's probably faster to do this. As I think I think I want my milestone over here right now. Because after I go do this thing, I have to come back to this guy. Like, do I really want to run? But I don't know what they're gonna have me do next. Can I just... Skyrim. Alright, I broke my legs, that's fine. Well, I broke my horse's leg. My pony's legs. But I don't know, last time I set my milestone here and then I didn't even... I ended up changing it again. The problem is you never know where you're gonna end up going. Skyrim. Just kidding. I know Skyrimming is not possible in this game. I've tried it. I have tried it many times. Anytime I'm frustrated, I don't know how to get somewhere. I'm like, Skyrim? Yeah, that's the other meme. We could take the path suggested by the Greybeards and take this trail through the blah, blah, blah. Or we can use a trail with a little bit of hair on our chest. I think that's a Futurama meme, isn't it? That sounds like something Zap Brannigan would... Sounds like something Zap Brannigan would say. Would suggest. I mean, so the opposite of that I basically do in like every game possible, including this one, including Skyrim, of like just jumping off the cliff. Cuz you're too impatient to go all the way down the fucking the correct way. I actually killed myself with fall damage in this game in fucking Anumanos. Because up to that point, I had never fallen from a great enough height that I thought fall damage was even possible. Because usually, even if it's from pretty high, if you fall in this game, you take an injury, which goes away in like a few seconds anyway. Okay, whatever, right? I was in Anumanos, and I was trying to go down the thing. And I was like, well, there's no fall damage in this game anyway. I'll just get an injury. Yeet! And then, just like, you're dead. I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess there is fucking fall damage. No, the number of times I literally killed myself in Skyrim because I was too impatient. Even knowing it would probably kill me, like, just yeet myself off a cliff, dude, is probably my favorite thing to do in a game. I think that's probably what caused Shadowmere to just, like, abandon me, never to be found again. I have a save of that game where I lost Shadowmere and she won't appear when I quick travel like she's supposed to. I think she said fuck this and fuck you, asshole, for breaking my fucking legs every time you want to yeet us off a goddamn cliff. Oh, you didn't think horses are predators? Well, I have forward-facing eyes, asshole. Oh, fuck you up. Alright.
The Nazgul were denied passage across the Brunnen at this crossing.
Dude, the water actually looks nice, dude. I feel like this game is so inconsistent. Some places in some environments in this game look like shit, like Bree. And then you have this. And this water. Dude, I wish I had played past Bree and at least like that first little bit of Lone Lands, and had gotten to like shit that looks like this, and it looks like I'm not sure if where that is. Is that it's either North Downs or Lone Lands that has like the really cool like moon forest shit with the elves. That's probably my, and then Ost, what's it called? I think it's okay. It's not. Yeah, here. Yeah, Harlog. Or no, it's not that. Is it that? It's either that or it's here. No, I think it's Mellowinen. Like, all the shit around Mellowinen is gorgeous. Like, the fucking water and the forest and the, like, moon reflecting is cool as shit. And then, in Lone Lands, Agamar and Garth Agarwin are just, like, they don't necessarily graphically look better, but just, like, the fucking dread, like, just the fucking mood aesthetic of that area looks awesome. I think this area down here actually is cool too, Harlog, but I'm not sure. It's been, like, a while. But, yeah, it's just too bad that, like, all the areas like this and, like, Bree. I mean, the Old Forest is cool, but, like, most of, like, 99% of Bree is, like, meh. But yeah, once you get to, like, some of those areas in Lone Lands, North Downs, Evendim even looks pretty cool. Trollshaws. That's what I always tell people. That's what I'm always saying in this fucking, on these streams, is like, it's not necessarily advanced graphics that makes it. It's usually not like technical graphics that make something look good. It's the artistry. Like I always use Pokemon Platinum because that's my favorite Pokemon game, and I think it looks like they made that fucking shitty looking ass piece of shit, trash looking motherfucking remaster, and everyone was like, "Oh, it looks better because 3D," and I'm like, this looks like fucking garbage. Pokemon Platinum that came out in like 2004 or something looks like a million times better. I like the look of the game personally. Graphics are nothing special. The aesthetic and feel of the game. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing. I'm not saying that the game looks bad. I'm saying that like certain areas in this game don't look good, and I thought it was because of it being like old, which like yeah is part of it, but like then there are other parts of the game like this. They probably did update the water texture, but yeah, there are other parts of the game that just like aesthetically and mood are so cool that's what it is. So I don't think it's. I probably was already like, even though I would say I do care about graphics, I don't think it's ever really about graphics. It's about what did they do aesthetically and artistically to make it look good, regardless of what technological level it was at. I definitely care about graphics. But like, it's just not necessarily have to be beautiful graphics. It just has to look artistically cool or aesthetically or mood-wise. It has to be cool. Yeah. Like some of my favorite games are like old shit. But then there are other games that like I feel like I can't get past how they look. Like, yeah, there are definitely some games that the technological aspect of it prevents me from enjoying it the way that I could. Like, I said I play Guild Wars 2. I'm currently kind of like as I feel like it playing the first one. And people keep saying how much better it is and like the combat's so much better. And I'm like, there are aspects of the class and skill system that are like way better than Guild Wars 2, but like from a technical standpoint, it's so clunky, and you can't jump. So like getting around the maps in Guild Wars 1 is like hurts your brain, because if it's even a little bit uneven ground, you can't walk, and that's painful. So like I'm playing it in very small doses when I have nothing else to play. And what else? But then there are other like really old fucking games that like I just set my GameCube back. Well, actually my Wii. Technically, I don't have my GameCube anymore. But I set up my Wii again because I have old GameCube game that I wanted to play again. One of my favorite of all times, X-Men Legends of Rise of Apocalypse. And like, yeah, the graphics are not anything like major to write home about. But like just the mechanics in that game are so incredible. Well, not even just the mechanics, but just like, it was like the first game that did that. It was the first like, it was like Marvel Ultimate Alliance before Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It was like you could play as like a bunch of different X-Men. You could play as like Magneto. You could play as all these motherfuckers. It was like the first superhero like RPG shit. I fucking love that. I loaded up like Jak 2 again because like even though I played all the Jak and Dexter games, like I played Jak 2, I hadn't actually played the first one. I played the second one. I apparently am on the final boss. I didn't know that was the final boss. I just know that I never beat it. And then I played through all of Jak 3, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I finished that. And then like later when the remake or like the port or whatever of Jak and Dexter came out, I played that. That was one of the few games I got like platinum on and the achievements because I played it on PlayStation. Anyway, I have my PS2 sitting like literally right there, like literally right here, and I booted up Jak 2 again, and like yeah, it shows its age, and like even like mechanically, like it shows its age, but it's still a fucking great game. So I don't know what this is. What am I doing? I'm not doing that. Why did I set my milestone and I didn't use my milestone? Dude, yeah, like, you know, they're talking about increasing the... Yeah, you're talking about going back to games you've enjoyed before, or older games, right? Like, they're talking about the fucking AAA game industry is talking about making games $100 per game, right? Not to mention the fact that, I mean, aside from the fact that they're putting less and less content into new games and putting in more on it of shit you have to pay for on top of that. Not to even mention that, but like, why am I gonna buy a brand new AAA game for $100 when I could play old games that I enjoyed in the past and I still have and could go back to? Playing old games that I never played before. Like, I've been doing that a lot. Like, I've done a lot of that, honestly, in like my 20s. My entire 20s was basically playing games I never played before from like my that were from either my childhood or before, and I never got around to. Like I went through all of the Pokemon games in college up through like Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon, and then I got caught up to date. But I literally played through all those games. I played through like a bunch of the Legend of Zelda games. I'm currently working through the Legend of Zelda games. I have Ocarina of Time on my DS, which I haven't really been playing, but I'm bringing my DS with me on my trip just in case I decide I want to play Ocarina of Time. Why the fuck am I going to buy a brand new AAA game for $100? Why the fuck am I going to do that? Oh, and also you can, like, if you literally just wait like a couple years, you can buy a AAA game for like $30 on Steam. Why am I going to spend $100 on a brand new? Like, even since they increased from 60 to 70, I think I've literally bought 1 or 2 games for $70. Not even. I think I bought literally 1 game for $70. 1 or 2. I don't know. I think it was like 1. I think it was like a couple PS5 games that I bought. Like maybe Miles Morales and maybe, but even that was not worth $70. Like, it was a great game, but it wasn't like a complete game. Like, it was a very small game. Like, I beat the story in probably like 20 hours. So like maybe Spider-Man 2 for PS5, I think I maybe did. Like, that was like literally it. Like, I don't buy new games. I don't play new games. Like, I literally just, like, got Cyberpunk, like, last year. I got Cyberpunk a year ago. I started playing Cyberpunk, like, almost a year ago when I started streaming. I literally just finished the story, like, a couple weeks ago. Why am I going to buy new games? They're going to have to learn. They're going to have to learn one of these days, man. That people are not going to do this. And then they keep talking, like, apparently the whole thing is like how much it's costing to produce new games, which like maybe is like it's probably like the like increasing technology and stuff. It's costing more and more, but like you're making a game like this big when I can go and play like Jack 3, which is like fucking like this big. With like, which probably cost like 1/20th of the cost to make. But the game's like a million times better. Like, they need to not focus on like, oh god, we gotta do like the crazy insane graphics and then give them like a 20-hour game with like the most linear shit. But that's why Baldur's Gate 3 was so crazy. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 was the first game like that I actually started and made significant progress on, not just the second playthrough, but a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th playthrough. I've never done that before. Baldur's Gate 3 made me actually do that. Like, I'm almost finished with my second complete playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I've never done that before. They literally proved that you can still make games that people actually want at a reasonable price that people will spend like 1 million hours on. So there's literally no excuse, and I love it. Dude, like, actually, I probably would spend... If I could go back in time and buy Baldur's Gate 3 for $100, I would do it. This is the only game in, like, the past handful of years that was actually worth that. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably worth, like, $150, honestly. Because I've gotten like over 400 hours out of that game. Still play Skyrim from time to time. Yeah, I would too. I would literally still be playing Skyrim, but there's just so much stuff to play. And I think with Skyrim, I got like paralysis of choice. Like, I feel like I had too much that I could do in Skyrim, and so I ended up doing nothing at all, nothing more at all in Skyrim. Well, like, yeah, I definitely would still play it if I didn't have a lot of other stuff to play, and I could just, like, and I could focus myself a little bit better. Like, Skyrim is also the only game that I literally own a copy for multiple platforms. I have Skyrim on Steam. I have Skyrim on Xbox 360. I also have playthroughs on both Skyrim on Steam and playthrough on Xbox 360. And then PS4, I think I got it. I mean, to be fair, I didn't pay for that. I think on PlayStation it was like a monthly game or something. But yeah, there's a ton I haven't done in that game. Yeah. I never played any of the DLCs for Skyrim. Like, I think I started Dawnstar or whatever it's not Dawn, whatever the fuck, the vampire one. I started the vampire one. Although, to be fair, the other reason I think I stopped playing it is because I overmodded it, and it fucked my game. Yeah, I overmodded Skyrim on my computer, and yeah, I just kind of had to hit reset. Maybe at some point I'll go back to it and not mod the fucking shit out of it, but yeah. You have returned, Rivendell. Did you notice any change in the barrel I gave you when you arrived at the ford? The barrel began to glow. That is what I expected, and I am glad that it was so, for it shall be our meanings of locating the Nazgul that remains hidden beneath the within the wilderness. The 9 servants of the enemy and shadows beneath his greater shadow Dude, I can't talk. I give up. Anyway, they're evil motherfuckers, and we're gonna go find them. Alright, he doesn't really go into the woods. He does it when he needs to. Sons of Elrond can do better. I leave my barrel in your care. Go with speed and clarity of vision. Find that motherfucker.
Stay a moment.
Yeah, I have lost my ability to brain. Well, I'm a good hour past my normal stream time, so I should probably wrap it up here. This is fun, and I would keep doing it, but I do still have to wake up tomorrow, and at least my flight is not early, thank fucking God. Thank God we're not doing like a morning flight. It's leaving, I think, around 2 or 3 or something like that. Yeah, anyway, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining, and yeah. Oh, one sec. Speaking of which, I'm going to go as well. Nice talking to you. Hope to catch you in the future. Take care. Fly safe. Enjoy your trip. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Good rest of your week. And I'll catch you all later. Good night.